Sigma males are often seen as silent or distant. People think they don't care much about emotions or relationships, but that's not true. Many Sigma males are deeply emotional, just not in the loud or dramatic way that people expect. Their emotional maturity runs deeper than most people realize. They don't talk about their feelings all the time, but they feel things strongly. They just handle it in a quiet, personal way. While others react quickly and loudly, Sigma males take their time. They think before they respond. They choose their words carefully. This shows emotional control, not coldness. Sigma males also don't need attention to feel valued. They don't seek praise or try to be the center of a group. Instead, they stay true to themselves. They make decisions based on their values, not on what other people expect. That kind of confidence comes from maturity. They understand themselves better than most. They know their flaws, their strengths, and what they want from life. This deep self-awareness helps them avoid drama. It also helps them treat others with respect, because they don't feel the need to compete or control. This video will explore 6 clear signs that prove Sigma males are more emotionally mature than people think. These signs show up in how they handle time alone, how they deal with others, and how they respond to life's ups and downs. If you've ever thought Sigma males were emotionally closed off, this will change your mind. They may not be loud about their feelings, but that doesn't mean they don't have them. In fact, they may be handling their emotions better than most people around them. Let's begin with sign number 1. Sigma males embrace solitude for self-reflection. Sign number 1. They embrace solitude for self-reflection. Many people avoid being alone. They fill their time with noise, people, and distractions. But Sigma males are different. They don't just accept solitude, they look for it. Being alone isn't something they fear. It's something they use to think, heal, and understand themselves better. Solitude gives them space to reflect. In the quiet, they can look at their thoughts and feelings without pressure from anyone else. They ask themselves hard questions. They review past actions. They look at how they've treated people and how people have treated them. This kind of reflection builds emotional maturity. Most people only stop to think when something goes wrong. Sigma males do it regularly. They check in with themselves. They want to grow, not stay the same. That's why solitude is so important to them. It's where they do their inner work. They don't sit around feeling sorry for themselves. They use alone time to solve problems. They look at what hurt them, what lessons they've learned, and how they want to move forward. This calm, personal process gives them a strong foundation. It helps them make better choices. They also learn how to manage their emotions during this time. When something makes them angry or sad, they don't explode. They step back. They spend time alone and let those emotions settle. Then they look at the situation clearly. They figure out what really happened and how to respond without creating more conflict. This habit of stepping back instead of reacting right away shows control. It shows wisdom. It's not about being cold, it's about being in control of their own emotions. That's emotional maturity. People often mistake solitude for loneliness, but they're not the same. Loneliness is when you don't want to be alone. Solitude is when you choose it. Sigma males choose it because they understand how powerful it is. They don't use it to hide, they use it to grow. In a world full of noise and distraction, choosing quiet is not easy. But Sigma males do it because they know that real growth starts on the inside. Their time alone isn't wasted. It's where they shape the person they want to be. That's why their ego is calm, their actions are steady, and their emotions stay balanced. Solitude is their secret weapon, and it proves just how emotionally mature they really are. Sign number 2. They exhibit high levels of self-awareness. Self-awareness means knowing who you are. It means seeing your own flaws and strengths clearly. For Sigma males, this is one of their most important traits. They know what they're good at, what they struggle with, and how they affect the people around them. This kind of awareness doesn't happen by chance. It comes from years of thinking, reflecting, and learning. Sigma males pay attention to how they act and how people react to them. They don't always ask for feedback, but they notice things, and they remember. When they make a mistake, they don't run from it. They sit with it. They think about what went wrong, why it happened, and what they can do better next time. They're not afraid of their flaws. In fact, they want to know them because they know growth only happens when you face the truth. That's why Sigma males don't blame others for their problems. Even when someone else is at fault, they ask themselves, how did I react? Or, could I have handled it differently? That habit of looking inward helps them grow, and it helps them avoid making the same mistake twice. They also use self-awareness in how they talk to others. They don't speak just to be heard. They think about how their words will affect the person listening. They don't talk down to people. They don't try to control. They choose their words with care. That's not just intelligence, that's maturity. This kind of thinking helps them build strong relationships. People trust them because they seem steady, thoughtful, and real. Sigma males aren't perfect, but they don't pretend to be. That honesty is rare, and people respect it. Self-awareness also makes them humble. They don't feel the need to show off or prove they're better. They know their value, and that quiet confidence makes them even stronger. They walk with calm energy. They listen more than they speak. And when they do speak, it matters. This isn't about being soft. It's about being clear. Knowing who you are gives you power. Sigma males carry that power quietly, but it's always there. That's why, no matter what life throws at them, they don't lose control. They stay grounded because they know exactly who they are. Sign number 3. They prioritize meaningful connections. Sigma males aren't known for being social. They don't hang out in large groups. They don't chase popularity. But that doesn't mean they don't care about people. In fact, they care deeply, just not about everyone. Instead of having many shallow connections, Sigma males focus on a few deep ones. They don't want fake friendships. They want real trust. That's why they take their time when forming relationships. They watch how people act. They pay attention to energy, loyalty, and truth. If someone shows they're real and respectful, the Sigma male will let them in. But it takes time, and that's a sign of maturity. A lot of people chase connection just to avoid feeling alone. Sigma males don't do that. They are okay being alone, so when they choose to connect, it's because they value the person, not because they need attention. That choice makes their relationships stronger and more stable. When they build a connection, they put effort into it. They remember details. They listen carefully. They show up when it matters. They may not always say the right thing, but they mean what they say. They believe in being honest and dependable. This is emotional maturity. It's about giving more than surface-level conversation. It's about choosing quality over quantity. Sigma males won't waste time with people who don't match their values, and they won't fake emotions just to keep others happy. They want truth, even if it's quiet. They also understand that connection doesn't mean control. They let people be who they are. They don't try to change anyone. They don't demand loyalty, they earn it. And because they give space and respect, their relationships often last longer and run deeper than expected. This approach also shows in romantic relationships. Sigma males won't chase or beg, but when they care fully. They might not flood you with words, but their actions show where their heart is. They protect their peace, and they protect the people who bring peace into their lives. That's why their emotional connections, though few, are strong. Built on trust, built on depth, and built on mutual respect. Sign number 4. They handle criticism. Constructively, criticism can hurt. Many people take it personally. They get defensive, shut down, or fight back. But Sigma males handle it differently. When someone gives them feedback, even harsh feedback, they listen. They may not agree right away, but they stay calm, think it through, and take what they can from it. This reaction doesn't come from pride. It comes from control. Sigma males don't need to be told they're perfect. They want to grow. If someone points out a mistake or offers advice, they won't panic or lash out. Instead, they ask, "Is this true? Can I learn from it?" This mindset shows emotional maturity. They don't see feedback as an attack. They see it as data, something to review, something to use. Even if the delivery is rough, they stay focused on the message, not the tone. They separate the critique from their self-worth. They don't let one comment destroy their confidence. They know who they are, and one mistake doesn't change that. That's why they can accept feedback without losing their center. And if the criticism is unfair, they still stay calm. They don't feel the need to argue with everyone. They know some people talk out of anger, jealousy, or misunderstanding. Instead of fighting back, they choose peace. They say what needs to be said, or they say nothing at all. That response shows strength. It takes control to stay quiet when someone is trying to get a reaction. Sigma males understand that not all criticism needs a reply. Sometimes silence is the best answer. Other times change is. This ability also makes them better at working with others. Whether it's at work, in a friendship, or in a relationship, their calm response to feedback helps avoid drama. It opens the door to honest conversations. It makes people feel safe speaking their mind. They don't just accept criticism, they use it. And over time, that helps them grow faster than people who get stuck defending their ego. Because the Sigma male isn't trying to protect a fake image. He's trying to improve the real thing. That's emotional maturity. Listening without overreacting. Learning without pride. Changing when needed. And always staying grounded. Sign number 5. They maintain emotional equilibrium. Life gets hard. People get angry. Things go wrong. In those moments, many people lose control. They yell, panic, or shut down. But Sigma males have a different reaction. They stay calm. They don't let emotions take over. That steady mindset is one of the clearest signs of emotional maturity. It's not that they don't feel. Sigma males feel deeply, but they don't let feelings lead their actions. If they're hurt, they take time to process it. If they're upset, they step back before they speak. They don't explode or react without thinking. They stay level, even under pressure. This emotional balance gives them an edge in stressful moments. While others rush or panic, the Sigma male observes. He keeps a cool head. He focuses on the facts. That clear thinking helps him solve problems while others are still reacting. Even in conflict, he stays calm. He listens. He waits. He chooses his words carefully. He doesn't insult, threaten, or play games. He speaks directly but with control. That tone often diffuses tension because people don't feel attacked. They feel heard. This control also protects his peace. Drama doesn't stick to him because he doesn't feed it. If someone tries to stir things up, the Sigma male doesn't rise to the bait. He either shuts it down or walks away. That kind of control is rare and powerful. Emotional equilibrium doesn't mean hiding emotions. It means handling them in a smart way. Sigma males don't bottle everything up. They just process things in private first. They think through their reactions before they act. That keeps them from saying things they'll regret or making choices they'll want to undo. This balance also helps them in relationships. Partners feel safer around them because they're steady. Friends trust them because they don't flip moods. Co-workers respect them because they stay focused when things get rough. The world is full of emotional chaos, but Sigma males don't add to it. They bring calm. They bring clarity. And they do it without needing to control others because they've already learned to control themselves. That's emotional maturity in action. Quiet, solid, and unshakable. Sign number 6. They value personal growth over ego. A lot of people let their ego get in the way. They don't admit when they're wrong. They don't take advice. They get stuck trying to protect their image. But Sigma males move differently. They care more about growing as a person than looking perfect. That choice makes them emotionally mature. For Sigma males, growth is the goal. They don't pretend to have all the answers. If they fail, they accept it. If they need to learn something, they learn it. They don't get stuck in pride or excuses. They'd rather face the truth, even if it's uncomfortable. This mindset shows up in how they handle challenges. When things go wrong, they don't blame the world. They look at themselves first. What can I do better? What do I need to change? These questions help them move forward. They're not stuck in the past. They're focused on becoming stronger. They also take feedback seriously, not because they want to please others, but because they know they're not finished growing. They look for ways to improve, not because they feel weak, but because they want to get better. That takes strength. Personal growth also means facing uncomfortable truths. Sigma males are willing to admit their flaws. They don't hide behind fake confidence. They know everyone has work to do, including themselves. That honesty keeps their ego balanced and real. They also know growth takes time. They don't expect instant results. They're willing to work quietly, step by step, until they become who they want to be. That patience is a big part of emotional maturity. You'll rarely see a Sigma male bragging. That's because he doesn't grow to impress others. He grows for himself. His standards are set by his own values, not by outside judgment. That makes his progress more meaningful and lasting. This mindset helps in every part of life. At work, Sigma males get better at what they do because they're always learning. In relationships, they become better partners because they reflect and adjust. In personal life, they grow wiser because they never stop asking how to improve. Their ego doesn't need to be big, it just needs to be real. And real ego comes from effort, not image. That's why Sigma males walk with quiet strength, because they're always growing, and they don't let their ego slow them down. Sigma males don't always show their emotions. They don't talk about their feelings in public. They don't look for approval or praise. That's why some people think they're cold or disconnected. But that's far from the truth. Underneath the calm surface is a strong, mature, emotional world. Sigma males understand their feelings. They control their reactions. They build deep connections. They listen to feedback. They grow from failure. And they do it all without needing to be seen. That's real emotional maturity, not flashy, not loud, but solid. Throughout this video, we've looked at 6 signs that prove it. Sigma males reflect in silence. They know who they are. They keep their circles small but meaningful. They stay calm in chaos. They grow on purpose. They don't protect their ego. They use it as fuel to become better. This kind of maturity isn't easy to see unless you're really paying attention. That's because Sigma males don't show off their growth. They live it. They don't talk about emotional intelligence. They practice it every day. The world often confuses loudness with strength. But Sigma males remind us that true power is quiet. It's found in self-control, in listening, in staying steady when others fall apart. That's what makes them different. That's what makes them strong. If you've ever thought Sigma males were emotionally distant, now you know the truth. They just express maturity in a different way. One that's quiet, real, and often overlooked. But once you see it, you can't unsee